Oh, I tell you, it's nice to sit down after that cook. Really tender lamb. Get another drink, probably not one of those stouts because it's absolutely up me up. Welcome to Al's Kitchen. This is the authentic series. What are you waiting for? Welcome back to Al's Kitchen and welcome to a new series of authentic style curries. Today we're going to be cooking a nice garlic chili lamb, a nice deep and rich curry that's cooked the authentic way. So what do I mean by the authentic way? What I mean is it's been cooked totally from scratch with no bases, with no shortcuts, literally onions, ginger and garlic from scratch. I mean, they're all cooked from scratch, but this is cooked from scratch. I just want to say thanks to, I've forgotten his bloody name. I just want to say thanks to Anthony Rigg for sending me these lovely dragon stouts down. I mean, they do pack a punch, but they are worth it. I also want to thank Maurice Averill for sending me some booze down. Absolutely amazing. And for anybody that sent me anything in the post, usually alcohol, thank you sincerely. They are tasty, they are really good. I've still got a few left in the garage. Thanks for that. I'm just going to run over what's going into this curry. So I've got a kilo of lamb. I've taken this from lamb's leg. Nice big chunks, nice big morsels of meat. And the spices, we've got smoked paprika, black cardamom. We've got some salt. We've got some Kashmiri red chili powder, some turmeric. We've got garam masala, coriander powder, cumin powder, cardamom pods, a small piece of cinnamon stick, a bay leaf, a teaspoon of tomato puree. And we have got here 800 grams of sliced onions. I used 3 large onions in this. It amounted to 800 grams. That's what you'll be needing. A tin of chopped tomatoes, some natural Greek yogurt, some vegetable oil, or as you know, I've been using olive oil for health reasons. Doesn't make a difference to the taste. Anybody that says it does, they're wrong. And I'm using some chillies. I'm using here 8 green finger chillies, and I've just got some red chillies, any kind will do. This is just to colour up the curry to make it look more appealing rather than just brown curry. It's got some red bits in there, which we'll be dressing with some coriander and probably a slice of lemon at the end. So let's crack on with the curry. Right, so do you remember I recommended you the SQ Professional pots, the die-cast aluminium with the super space age non-stick interiors? I've gone and got myself a 32cm one because it's a little bit easier to handle and nice pretty colour red. From the 32cm down, they're also induction ready, and this one I'm cooking today on an induction electrical hob. No reason other than to say, if I was to use my gas burner outside, as this is a curry that's going to be cooked in under 2 hours, I don't know whether the gas will blow out while I'm not monitoring it, so I can't trust that. So I've gone with this little portable induction heater. You can use gas if you have those little gas modules, or if you'll be cooking inside on electric, doesn't matter. First of all, we're going to add our oil. We're going to add around 100ml. Well, you can always put a small piece of onion in the oil, and as soon as that one piece starts to sizzle, you know it gives a good indication of when the rest of the onions are to go in. Right, in goes the onions. Well, so coat these in the oil, and we're going to be frying these down for around 15 to 20 minutes. Keep checking back on me, and you'll see my progress. Right, so we've been cooking these onions down for around 15 minutes. Just a few tips. When you're turning the onions in, don't let any pieces of onion go to the sides of your saucepan, because then little parts can burn. The second thing is, try not to keep moving the onions around unnecessarily, because all you're doing is reducing the temperature and you're not letting the heat build, so then caramelization won't take place. Sometimes I'll just pack them all down like that, as you see now, and just let the underside brown. Then I'll just turn them all in and give them a nice thorough mix, and then pack them down again kind of evenly around the pan, making sure there's no little bits stuck on the sides of the pans, because those bits can go really burnt and bitter. Right, so the onions are done now, that's 15 minutes, and now we're going to add the 90 grams of chopped garlic. Now I've used some lovely big bulbous cloves of garlic amounting to 90 grams, and I'll just put them in my little mini blender chopper and chopped them, and it comes out perfectly like that. If you haven't got one of those, you'll probably be spending forever and a day chopping it finely like that, but this is like a nice way of doing it. As we're staying authentic, I'm not going to be using the frozen blocks. We're going to keep all the flavours nice and fresh. So now we've added the garlic, we're going to turn that into the onion, and we're going to cook that for around 5 minutes. Now the garlic has hit the pan, the smell is literally just bursting. So that's been cooking for 5 minutes, that's the onion done and the garlic done. Now we're going to add our lamb. Now I've got 1 kilo of leg of lamb here, nice and lean. You can leave it a little bit fatty if you want, it's only going to add to the flavour. And we're going to brown the lamb a little bit, not too much. Now there are many that say seal the lamb. It's a myth, you can't seal meat. The juices from the inside will always reach the outside the longer you cook it, so it's not really sealed. But you can brown it, the browning effect will caramelise the flavours. But we're just going to colour it, I'm going to say we're going to colour this lamb. So turn that all in. Try not to cut your lamb too small as well, because remember, you've got to allow for shrinkage. Thanks you everybody that's been watching the 30-minute series. It's been an amazingly successful series. It will be coming back another time, probably later this summer. I'm already thinking about doing a methy chicken. If there's any other 30-minute recipes that you think I've forgotten that you like, let me know. I'll always write a recipe if I know it's going to be popular. And remember, all the recipes, even though I'm using chicken, you can use vegetables, you can use king prawn. The problem with the 30-minute recipes, which is why I've gone authentic, is you can only really use chicken and prawn and veg because red meat takes longer to cook, and who wants a tough bit of meat in their curry? So these ones are really well suited for your red meat dishes. But this curry can be used with lamb or beef, or even chicken if you add it at a later stage. So they're really versatile, or even some veg if you're a vegetarian. Leave out the meat, leave out the yogurt, and then it's a vegan curry. We've coloured the lamb, now we're going to add 1 tin of chopped tomatoes. Turn all that in. This is where things get really sped up and you don't have to like faff too much. That's it, so that's all nice and covered. Now we're going to add all the wonderful spices and start to bring out all their lovely aromatics. So I'm going to add the black cardamom and the paprika, the turmeric and Kashmiri chili, the garam masala, the coriander, the cumin and the cardamom. I've also got a small piece of cinnamon, and for what it's worth, a little bay leaf. Bay leaf that's probably going to add no flavour whatsoever, but people use bay leaves. It's good to use bay leaves. It sounds good, but if you ain't got them, don't worry about it. Turn all that in. That's it. Be rough with it, don't be too gentle with it. It's all going to cook down anyway, so that's beautiful. Obviously you're thinking, wow, that looks dry. Yeah, it's dry. It's meant to be dry at this stage. That's because we haven't added any liquid. But before we add the liquid, 1 teaspoon of tomato puree. Mix that all in, and we've got a pint of water here, just under. I need to top that up, and I'm going to use 3/4 of a pint and leave the rest for finishing it off later. So add the water, and we're going to cook this for 1 hour on a medium simmer with the lid on. We will then finish the dish off for the last 20-30 minutes. So I want all these curries to be done in 2 hours or less. Right, so I'll see you in a little bit, and I'm going to get this cooking with the lid on. Well, that's 1 hour up now. It's gone really quick. I've just seen Arsenal beat Manchester United, which I was hoping for a Man U win, just so that Man City can win, so that Arsenal don't win. Anthony, I'm on my second one of these, and I feel like I've taken an overdose of fentanyl. I'm totally gone.
I'm totally gone. I'm totally gone.
Let's have a look at the curry, see how we're getting on after an hour. Now this is the last part of the curry, where we're just going to reduce this down to a thickness that we like. Now this is a bit too runny, and this is the stage that we call bhuno in the dish. It's a Pakistani Hindu term for thickening down a curry, which is why Indian restaurant curries can be called chicken bhuna. It's a thick sauce dish. Right, so now I'm going to simmer that down 15-20 minutes just to get the liquid out. Right, so this is the last stage of the curry, and this is exactly when we add our chillies. Stir them through, that's it. Look at those lovely red chillies giving that curry that nice, authentic look. Well, I'm going to thicken this down for about 10 minutes and I'll get right back to you. Right, I'm back, and this is exactly how thick you want the curry to be. So there's very little residual liquid just bubbling away on the top. You know, water kills a curry. If you've got like a film of water or a ring of water, either in the pan or on your plate, it's not going to be a great curry. You've really got to reduce it down so it goes nice and thick and intense, and you bring out all those lovely flavours and all those aromatics, and you really intensify the dish. And this is what they do in India and Pakistan and Bangladesh. They know how to cook a curry out there. They know the process. I've been doing this now 15 years, 11 years on YouTube. Pretty much know what I'm doing. Right, so when I add the salt, I'm not going to add all that salt. There's 2 teaspoons here, because you can always add, but it's harder to take away. So I try not to make mistakes, so then I don't have to find remedies to the mistakes. Right, that looks absolutely amazing. So just not too much coriander in this dish. Garlic chilli lamb, eh? Absolutely beautiful. Right, so the only ingredient we've got left is the natural yogurt. What I usually do is I turn it off, let it cool just for 5 minutes so the temperature starts to drop, because we don't want it to split. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to take my chances, but you at home, don't be stupid. Just wait 5 minutes, but for the sake of time, I'm going to put in a heaped tablespoon of natural yogurt. Stir that through, and this really brings out a richness to this curry. Don't underestimate what the natural yogurt can do. For me, it makes the curry. It's got a slight harshness without it, but a lovely, rich savouriness with it. Right, let's plate some of this up. Look at that. Look at that. Give that bowl a little shake. Absolutely divine. Little red chilli on the top. Oh my God, that is absolutely beautiful, that. And there you go, job done. Now it's time for the taste test. Oh, I tell you, it's nice to sit down after that cook. Not 30 minutes, is it? Right, let's do a taste test here with this lovely garlic chilli lamb. And must try this at home, first in this authentic series. I hope you like it, guys. Don't forget to leave a comment and press the like button. It keeps my channel up in the algorithms. YouTube like it, and more people find me, and the channel grows, and then you get to see more content, so it's all good. Everybody's a winner. That's burning me hand. That was amazing. Really tender lamb. Oh my God, the garlic's coming through. Garam masala, the chilies. That is absolutely amazing. Let's have another bit. Be nice with some toasted garlic on top of this just to finish it off. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I hope you liked that. I hope you liked the first in this series. I'm just going to sit back, put some rice on, get another drink. Probably not one of those stouts because it's absolutely upped me up. Probably a nice little beer or something. But anyway, thanks for watching me. I really appreciate it. Welcome to Al's Kitchen if you're new, coming right into your living room. I'm Al, this is Al's Kitchen. What are you waiting for? I'm Al, and I'm out of here. But not for long.